Welcome everyone to your spring reading. We are going to take a look at some of the new beginnings that may transpire this season. So I've created 3 images to which I ask you to analyze and feel which one calls to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be the image that is the most aesthetically pleasing to your eye. I just ask that you practice letting your intuition or your sixth sense guide your choice. Then find the image's number in the timestamps below. With that being said, let's take a look into what messages Spirit has for you. Hi there, Group 1. Welcome to your spring reading. We're going to get some cards that will speak on what new beginnings might be just emerging with this new season coming in, okay? So what do we have for Group 1 Spirit? Enchanted Fern Grotto, Refuge. Okay. It's almost like you've got a space that you have found, or like a secret spiritual message coming your way. And as she holds this sphere in her hand, there happens to be a unicorn in it. So whatever this piece of information or spiritual knowledge being bestowed upon you, or that you by accident found, it's very transcending. Okay, so with spring you might be leveling up your spirit. Okay, yeah, and with the grotto, it's like a magical space that you've found yourself a part of. Okay, this could be a community, a new community of people, or it could be just a space that you found on your own. Getting a few messages here. So whatever it looks like for you, there is a sacred space. Okay, and with this sacred space, there is a spiritual message coming your way. Okay, interesting. Okay, can we go a little deeper, Spirit? That's just what I got from the picture. Okay, thought that one fell, but it didn't. Okay, what do we got here? We have the Chariot in reverse. With this sacred space, like I said, it's like a little nook or something. I feel like from an inner child perspective, there's something about, like, if you can envision a fort, or perhaps in a closet space where you might have found yourself as a child, a space that felt really safe, comfortable, and a very special and magical place for you to totally be yourself, and it fed your soul. Okay, so with the Chariot, that's what I'm saying, is there's a need to slow down and enjoy this space when you find it, because with this new beginning coming in, there's something magical about this space that might breed creativity, or some project that you might be working on. Okay. Wow. Okay, an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it brings some sort of promise of earthly pursuits. Like, with this new space, with these roots coming down from the pentacle, you can really plant yourself in this space. Okay, there's something very important about slowing down and really sticking to where you're at in this space, wherever it is. Okay, I feel like it's actually like an area, but maybe for some of you it's part of a community space. Like I said, it could be outside yourself. But whatever this space is, you need to really plant yourself there, because there's a new beginning with something that's creative, that's going to start to, like ideas are going to start popping up in your head. You're going to start manifesting things, and you need to be in a space that makes you feel like you can be creative and comfortable and safe in yourself. Okay, that's why I brought up that message of, because I saw like children playing with a fort, and then I saw like some sort of closet space. Okay, so something maybe in your childhood that was a special space, just keep that in mind, is what will be coming in for you, this grotto. Okay. Okay, so what knowledge or wisdom have you attained in winter that we can reflect on that could help with this new beginning in spring? I feel like this new beginning in spring is surrounding energy around creativity. Okay, that's wonderful. Group 1. It's always fun to be creative, right? Okay, so what did we get here? We got eye the needle intentionally. Okay, eye the needle intentionally. And we also got woodwives, adaptability. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit of a clarifier for these cards. Spirit, can you go a little deeper? I need intentionally. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Mending. Okay. And with the eye of the needle. Isn't that interesting? There's some, maybe you're moving and there's this new space that someone you're joining families with, perhaps. But there's a sense of mending a relationship with somebody within this new space. And again, it doesn't have to be like a space around you. It could be on social media. Like I said, it can take many forms, okay? But again, with this needle and like weaving a connection with somebody once again. And it's between two of you. Okay? It's reciprocal. Both of you are working to make some sort of relationship work. Okay? And for some of you, this new grotto or sacred space, you might be sharing with this person that has similar ideas and creativity as you. You might be building a business even. Like, that's the impression I'm getting. And others of you, it's just a very solid message of mending a very special relationship that maybe has taken a step away from each other. Like both your energy and theirs have needed to pull away to grow on your own. And now you're rekindling that. And that's really special, guys. Okay. All right. Working together. And I find that funny, just the needle here in this picture, and then the yarn or the thread here in this picture. It's a beautiful connection of images. Okay, so woodwives, adaptability. Let's take a look there. Adaptability to the here and now. Okay, and these two connect very well as well, because with adaptability, wherever you're going, wherever your direction is going, you need to be able to work with new energies, okay? And with the here and now, we got past and future. There needs to be some concentration around looking at the past and adapting with what has happened, kind of meshing with that energy and understanding it, but also looking to the future with this brand new new beginning you're going down, and meshing with that as well. There's like this integration that has to happen, but separately, within what happened in the past and what the future holds. Okay, so kind of being like, I accept what happened in the past, whatever happened that kind of broke your relationship apart with someone. Okay, and understanding that energy, letting your present self mesh with your past self to understand and find common ground, and then with your future self, kind of trying to go with the flow of whatever energy is coming in. Okay, so try to be as adaptable as this woodwife in the picture. See how she's kind of dancing in the forest? She doesn't have like a structure about how she's dancing. She just is. She's just enjoying her space. Okay? Well, that's the energy I pick up with that card. Okay, so energies to look out for with this new beginning. Again, so we'll just recap. Something creative coming in, but somebody is joining you on this path. Okay? But it is important to take it slow. All right, take it slow. It feels like it's really exciting, but slow and steady, because mending takes time as well. Okay, trust needs to be reestablished as well as what I'm getting. Okay, and I feel like you guys are both masterful at weaving this connection back together. Okay, it's like it never was apart. It's just, again, I feel like both your souls needed time to grow on their own and come back stronger than ever. And now you're back to fitting like two puzzle pieces coming together, you know? Okay, so what to look out for? Abundance. I am limitless. I am a limitless being, excuse me. And I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Like I said, I felt like this could be a business. Take it for what you will going forward, but there's some sort of physical manifestation that might follow this creative process with someone that you hold dear to you. Okay, you guys are very similar, very different in other aspects, but your creative vision seems to be the same. Okay, but you bring different elements to it. That the difference is, that's what I'm saying, to this project. Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so how is Spirit supporting you and guiding you through this new energy coming in for spring? Let's take a look at that. What do you have for group 1? Okay, we got those two. Okay. All right, so we got Foggy Bog Patience. Okay, so like I said, don't try to rush this. That's why the Chariot's in reverse. It's not quite full speed ahead. There's got to be some time and attention to details within your relationship first. So we got Patience, and we also got Raven Spirit of Truth. Okay. Raven Spirit of Truth. Feels like some sort of truth will set you both free, but something in the subconscious. What truth is this in the subconscious that's coming to light that you're going to give to group 1 Spirit? Creation. Okay, there's that creativity coming through. Something of truth with your creation, whatever that is, will help set you free. yeah, your relationship with this person has kind of been blocked a bit in the past. Like I said, there was need for personal space for growth. But through creation with this person comes some sort of truth, okay? But have that patience going forward, all right? And let's get an angel card, all right? Close the reading. This is beautiful, guys. I'm really excited for you. Some sort of cool creative project with someone you love. You couldn't ask for more for spring, right? Azure. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Okay, so that's just reiterating again with the Chariot in reverse. Try not to force it. It's exciting. Like I said, I felt like it was exciting. But your desired outcome, abundance, on all levels, guys, not just like there might be material abundance, but soul fulfillment with this person, okay? And it is in the near future. So again, with it's saying have patience, right? And she's behind a clock, okay? So symbolically, time, don't be watching the clock or trying to make things happen faster than they should. And again, with Foggy Bog, with patience as well. So there's a double message there. Okay? Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This one was nice. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hi there, Group 2. Welcome to your spring reading. We're going to get some cards that talk on what new beginnings might be emerging for you in this new season. What do we have for Group 2 for the new season of spring? What new beginnings may be emerging for Group 2? Okay. Storm Spirit of Chaos. Okay, so you might be at the end of a cycle. As winter leaves, we all are kind of at the end of a cycle. But this ending, excuse me, brings some sort of chaos to the status quo, okay? You may need to be navigating some sort of forest coming up, all right? All right, so let's put it into context. What is this chaos they're going to be going through? Okay, so you got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So your natural flow, like within your home space or anywhere you deem comfortable, is going to be disrupted, okay? And your regular routine will no longer serve you with this new beginning, okay? There's a need for a new way of doing things or a restructuring of some sort of routine. You don't have to completely start from scratch, but there needs to be, unless you want to, but at least there needs to be some sort of at least restructure, okay, going forward. Okay, because something's coming in. I'm just gonna get one more. Give me a little more, Spirit. The Hermit. Perhaps you've been kind of on your own personal quest lately, or walking your own path by yourself, which is perfectly fine, but perhaps you've come to the end of that path and there's no more need for gathering information or questioning. You kind of know where you're going forward in the spring, okay? And maybe this god of lightning coming in is going to like again, shake up that status quo. All right. I guess that's Zeus in the picture. But some spiritual energy is coming in like that lightning bolt to shake up the status quo. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Some sort of restructuring is coming. But what knowledge or wisdom have you learned in the wintertime, especially with this Hermit card, that can help with this new beginning? Oh, okay. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Okay. You might have felt a little directionless lately with your life path. Okay, and I guess that's why this contemplation has come up in the winter, because you were trying to sort out where you want to go next. And getting back to integrity, doing something that aligns with your soul purpose or what you truly believe in spiritually. Okay, it's very important, and you found it, and it kind of feels these two are connected because you got the compass here, right? And she happens to be holding something in her hand here that holds a little bit of light. Okay, kind of like this light compass. Interesting. Okay. Hey Rosie, go on now. Thank you. She wants to be a part of it too. Okay, so energies to look out for with these new beginnings. Let's take a look at that. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, so you've taken some sort of direction. Excuse me, my fluffy friend was making lots of noises, but she's comfy now. Okay, so again with regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, so like I said, perhaps your life was taking a small detour, and there was a lesson there to be learned. But now I feel like your spirit is getting right back on track and aligning again with integrity and whatever fills your soul's purpose, okay? We all sometimes need to take detours in life because there's some harsh lessons that help us build character, build our soul up, because something down the road requires us to raise our vibration, right? So maybe work with a little bit of your sacral energy, okay? Because there's a sense of regret that might be coming up with this new beginning, okay? Like, why didn't I start this earlier? Why, I've wasted so much time going down this path or this detour. It's all part of the bigger plan with regards to your soul's growth, okay? No time was wasted. There is no need to feel a sense of regret, all right, with whatever was the status quo from the past, okay? You're emerging forward in the spring with a totally new path, okay? And just a side note with Chaos and Eight of Pentacles in reverse, when it's up this way, it says tried and true routine is what will help you. Here it's in reverse. But I must say, with it coming up with Chaos, it's important to have something related to your natural routine that helps usher in this new beginning, okay? To let go of the old and help with the new beginning so that there's not too much cross pathing, you know what I mean? Like, the energies don't collide too much and you feel like you're being pulled still from the past but want to go forward with the future. Bring something from your past that was a healthy routine into your new path and that should help ease the new path in, okay? Because with chaos, it gets, emotions get all crazy sometimes, and sometimes our judgment can be skewed, so bring something of healthy routine in with your new path. And okay, let's get a card that will speak on how Spirit is supporting you and guiding you through this new path. Okay, not the whole deck. All right, let's try that again. Okay, what did we get here? Hollow bone, teachability. Oh, that's powerful. All right, and we got galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. I feel like these are connected. You've been able to open your mind to being teachable. Okay, Spirit has given you a lot of life lessons, and now I think you're going to start to apply them, and that's why, again, this chaos is coming in, because whatever you learned in the old path is now going to be applied into the new path, okay? And with this mushroom, galactic mushroom, if you think about mushrooms, they take on they absorb whatever flavor you put on them. If you put like a garlic butter, they'll taste like garlic butter. If you put a rosemary, they'll taste like rosemary, right? So there's a sense here of these two being connected, that Spirit has given you a lot of teachable moments, okay? And you've absorbed everything, all the knowledge and wisdom that Spirit has bestowed upon you. That's what I'm saying. That's very powerful. It can be a struggle, because some of the stuff that you have to absorb, especially with mushrooms, can feel poisonous to you, right? And those are the hard lessons, right? But those hard lessons that you've had to absorb, I feel like you're going to transmute them into something with getting back on track with this new path, okay? That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, group 2? All right, so let's close the reading with an angel card, okay? Let's see what angel's going to come forward for group 2 to speak on this old path and getting back to integrity and walking this new path with all the life lessons Spirit has given group 2. Okay, let's see here. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. And I ask you to relax and feel safe. Okay, and like I said, with this galactic mushroom, you might have absorbed things that were very difficult to handle, and like for most people, and you are protected now. Now that you're going to walk this new path in the spring, Xana is telling you that your angels, your spirit guides, and Spirit all protect you on this new and different path, okay? Wow. I'm excited. There's a sense of excitement with this path, okay? It is totally, you're going to feel it, totally aligned with your soul purpose, okay? And again, with all these lessons you've learned from the past, and you've reflected on it, you are now going to walk this new path that is totally unique and different, but will feel very familiar in a weird way, like you've been here before, okay? But it's just your soul connecting with that higher vibration that you're now ascending to. All right, guys, so that is it. I hope you guys like this. I hope it gave you some insight to your new beginnings for spring. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your spring reading. We're going to get started by getting some cards that will talk on some of the new beginnings that might be emerging for you this season. Okay, so what did we get here? We got toadstools, growth. it's almost like out of the darkness you have grown. Okay, there's been a moment in time in your life's journey where it's been kind of dark, but it seems to me like you've thrived, like mushrooms do. There's a theme of mushrooms here. And you've ascended forward through the darkness, as mushrooms do. They grow the best in the dark. Okay, so there's a side note here of your spirit does very well in difficult situations, okay? Like in emergencies or just energy that's difficult to deal with. You tend to be very solid within yourself, believe it or not. And you find that your soul grows the best when, if it's happening to you or to others, you deal with the darkness very well. Okay, you navigate the subconscious better than most people do, I would say. Okay, and Raven spirit of truth. Okay. There's some sort of truth that's going to become aware to you with this new beginning, with this growth that you've had. Perhaps it's a truth within yourself, but let's put this into context, okay? Spirit, can you, okay, let's try that again. Can you put this into context, Spirit? Oh my goodness, okay. One more time, 3 times the charm, right? Okay, these ones flipped over too. Alrighty. 9 of Swords. With this Raven spirit of truth and this 9 of Swords, something in your nightmares or something that triggers you. It could be when you're asleep or when you're awake, but there's a sense of urgency or gets your adrenaline going. Something within that kind of energy holds a solid truth for you. Okay, and like I said, you can do well with this kind of energy. You don't shy away from it. Like if you have a reoccurring nightmare, you might wake up in a sweat, but you'll sit there and think, what's going on? How can I understand this better? You don't shy away or try to close the door on the darkness. You kind of invite it in. Like I said, you grow very well when things are brought to you in a space that might be mostly uncomfortable for most. Okay? And then you got the King of Wands. Okay. This one feels blocked. This could be an actual person. I identify the King of Wands as Aries. Okay. And it is Aries season right now while I'm doing this reading. So something about either the season, Aries season, or an actual person that's in Aries is coming through. They might have a lot of pride in their energy. For some of you, this is actually an Aries. They may have a lot of pride in their energy field, as the lion is in this picture. Okay, and we got the Page of Wands. This new beginning surrounds around something where you're going to have initiation of a creative idea coming through. Okay, interesting. I just want to get a little more on this King of Wands. Is there a quiet message that I missed here, Spirit? Okay, you got surrender, okay, with the King of Wands. But I just noticed on his shirt, as I was asking for a quiet message, there's like a chameleon here represented on his t-shirt. So I feel like for some of you, whoever this Aries is, can change energy very easily. And I also feel some of you, this is actually you coming through, even if your Aries are not. There's a connection to the mushroom energy here, okay? That even though you can navigate the darkness very well and grow in harsh conditions in a way, you're also able to blend with different types of energy. All right. So this King of Wands is kind of going in a few directions. Some of you, it's your energy. Some of it, it's someone else's energy that's very important with your new beginning. And some of you, it might be you have to take on the Aries energy, the ram, the go-getter, the courageous, head first into things without thinking kind of energy, okay? Passion and creativity, okay? Aries knows what they want and they go after it, basically, okay? And for those of you that it is some sort of creative endeavor, it'll show itself in this new beginning in the spring with the Page of Wands, okay? And you have the wherewithal to go after it, it seems. I get this strong impression, just a side note about your personality, that, again, you've been able to navigate the darkness better than most, an uncomfortable energy. You're able to be a chameleon, change your tune, your vibe very easily to match things around you. But there's this passionate, courageous spirit coming through towards some sort of creativity as well, okay? But with the Knight of Wands and surrender, perhaps you have to surrender some sort of aspect of yourself with this King of Wands. A little bit more. Let's take a little deeper look. It's not so clear, this quiet message. Purity. Snow moon. I believe we just had a snow moon not too long ago. Perhaps something within that timeline, something happened where you need to surrender something. That will bring you purity of thought, okay? So try to go back to that time frame when we had that snow moon and try to remember what happened around that time, because there's something significant there, okay? That needs to be looked at. Just a side note, all right? Okay, so energies to look out for with this new beginning. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay. Again, I think you need to go back to this snow moon, something about Aries energy. Maybe you dived headfirst into something or acted a little impulsively with regards to some decision. Okay, and release that energy. There's something about feeling you made a mistake, but that's why I'm saying it's important to go back to this, because it was an opportunity to learn, and there was a solid lesson there that you can bring forward in the spring with new beginnings, okay, with this new beginning. Interesting. This reading's a little bit more all over the place. There's lots of different messages coming through. Okay, and let's take a look at how Spirit supports and guides you. Okay, we got the Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. I know I keep bringing it up, but again, something to do, again, there's that lion in the picture with Aries and the snow moon. Something you did back then required confidence in your ability, and you did it. You accomplished something that made a huge impact back then. And like, it's left a mark on your soul. Like I said, like, you've grown through some difficult times. So again, go back to that space and remember what it was that was going on around the time of the snow moon, okay? It's very important because it holds some truth about your inner magic, what you're able to do. And it's something to do with in tough spots, or when people are dealing with hard things, or even within yourself. I said emergencies. I'm not sure why that keeps kind of circling back, but it has to do with being able to be the rock within the tornado going on around you, the chaos, the craziness, the emergencies, whatever it is. You hold some sort of energy within your soul that you need to embrace in the new beginnings in the spring, okay? Okay, let's get you an angel card to close the reading. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. There's a side note here of maybe there was some sort of emergency or difficult energy to work through, and you feel that you failed somebody. Okay, maybe somebody was going through something and you weren't able to fully, they feel that, maybe they even said to you, I didn't feel you were there for me. And you tend to have this really protector energy. I just feel like with this angel card coming up, there was this side note coming through. And the more you honor and follow the guidance of this new beginning in the spring that has shown how much growth you have accumulated through difficult times, again, there's some truth coming to you about your soul's life purpose or your direction, that you can create magic around you, but it has to be within something to do with difficult situations, okay? And I think that's a beautiful message. Thank you, Rochelle, for that message today. Alrighty, so I hope this was helpful, Group 3. This one was kind of a difficult reading because there was lots of different difficult and intense energy coming in. But I hope it was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.